nigga on a microphone. Studio of Kion, gangsta song. My brother come over. It's a champion general flow. Listen, my reggae music is slower. Climb the tower, feel the warrior eternal power. My brother come over. It's a champion general flow. Listen, my reggae music is slower. Climb the tower, feel the warrior eternal power. Escucha Dios si aún estás por este mundo. Voy a robarte tan solo 3 segundos. Quiero mandar tu mensaje muy profundo y pedirte disculpas por si me confundo. Soy un humano más que vaga en estos páramos, que se pregunta qué pasa si nos amáramos. Pero la guerra nos separa, así que páranos y únenos de nuevo, por favor, como quisiéramos. Ve al humano maltratar a su mujer, divisa al pueblo roto por su falta de poder. Sigo viendo al niño muriendo sin comer y al rico atragantarse tan solo por placer. Quedamos pocos mensajeros del honor, fieles servidores del humano con valor, nobles narradores de palabra con amor. Solo faltas tú para guiar nuestro interior. It's a champion general flow. Listen, my reggae music is slower. Climb the tower, feel the warrior eternal power. My brother come over. It's a champion general flow. Listen, my reggae music is slower. Climb the tower, feel the warrior eternal power. Sé que no es fácil nadar en estas aguas, ni mantener el rumbo en este sin razón. Sé que me quemo si camino en la fragua. Este es mi deber cuando recibí mi don. Podría hablar sobre coches y dinero, pero no quiero, por eso soy la voz del guero. Prefiero mantener mi arte mensajero, luchar junto al humilde para destruir el clero. Unos tienen tanto y otros quieren tan poco. Esta melodía me está volviendo loco. Pido a Kion que limpie lo que toco. Él destruye el muro en el que normalmente choco. La tierra muere y morirá callada. Creaste un suelo de arena malgastada. Nos diste ciencia y eso no te avala. Ella da respuestas, tú no dices nada. Sé que mi fe no va mal, pero aquí debajo todo sigue igual. Luchamos por vivir algo que es normal. Por eso lo divino jamás será mortal. Oh, my nigga, feel the rasta, you nigga, no my nigga. Hey, escuela, haciendo fresco lo que siento desde el alma. Nego, lo siento. Lo sé, señor, quizás hable sin sentido, pero al malvado hay que darle su merecido. Mira al diablo en que me ha convertido, pidiéndole consejos a un desconocido. My brother come over, it's a champion general flow. Listen, my reggae music is slower. Clean the tower, feel the warrior eternal power. My brother come over, it's a champion general flow. Listen, my reggae music is slower. Clean the tower, feel the warrior eternal power. Represent Hanoi City from president. Oh, gangsta shit, gangsta style, gangsta pure nigga Kion in Selassie. I represent soldiers. My brother come over, it's a champion general flow. Listen, my reggae music is lower. Climb the tower, feel the warrior eternal power. My brother come over, it's a champion general flow. Listen, my reggae music is lower.
Soy del país que no se raja, papá. Del mariachi la baraja, que trabaja y no se cuaja ni por una paga baja. De esa tierra soy, donde crecen los nopales, donde millones de madres parieron a mis carnales, a mi gente pues. La de piel color canela, la que viste de guarache, de sombrero y de franela, la que canta la que celebra la muerte, la que se rompe su madre con aquel que le haga frente. Soy de aquí, la tierra del maíz y del mezcal, del café no ya de barro y de la tortilla con sal, de la solidaridad, de la causa que lo merezca, donde un taquito hermano no falta quien te lo ofrezca. De esa tierra, la del trueque y la cocoa, donde por los cielos vuela glorioso mi Quetzalcóatl. Tierra santa, donde el oro no deslumbra, donde no todo se compra y la carencia no te espanta. Y es que dime cómo no quieres que ame tanto esta tierra, si aquí nacieron mis hijos y aquí me ha criado la abuela, aquí gastó mis suelas desde que soy un enano. Es mi orgullo mi paisano haber nacido mexicano, y hasta el día en que yo me muera bendita será mi tierra, es mi hogar. Feliz de ver ondear esta bandera, feliz de haber nacido donde los mariachis tocan. Salucita, momento en el que nuestros vasos chocan.
México, tierra de arraigo, tradición y fe, fuego en el pecho que me llama a ser aquel guerrero en que renaceré. México está en la sangre y en el alma ser pueblo bendito al que me entregaré, savia pura de maguey.
Soy un ratero bien honrado que le gusta lo mejor. Las mujeres no me faltan, ni el dinero ni el amor. Cuando estoy en el Tenampa me llaman el desesperado. Hay tantas aventuras en esta tierra de encanto. Escucha mi cantar, voy con las penas ahogadas. El tequila siempre fiel, el mariachi me acompaña. ¡Viva México, señores! ¡Vivan sus trabajadores! Que todos nuestros campos sigan regalando flores. Y la luz entre magueyes donde el sol quema duro, donde los niños nacen con espíritu puro. Inquebrantables somos, crecemos, trabajamos. Las deudas no perdonan, honor al adversario. Lloran las guitarras, apuntan las trompetas. Fusilamos la mentira y de paso la tristeza. Festejamos a los muertos, estamos medio vivos. En las peores situaciones nos mantenemos unidos. Somos los sobrevivientes, los hijos de la injusticia, los que brincan la frontera arriesgándose la vida. Y no estamos huyendo, no es cuestión de cobardía. El sistema nos obliga porque faltan garantías. ¿Qué puedo hacer? Nada más que sentir orgullo por haber nacido aquí. México es número uno, hijo del pueblo como José Alfredo me conocen. Por todo el mundo encontrarás a la raza de bronce.
México, tierra de arraigo, tradición y fe, fuego en el pecho que me llama a ser aquel guerrero en que renaceré. México está en la sangre y en el alma ser pueblo bendito al que me entregaré, savia pura de maguey.
Somos lo que somos, unos mexicanos. Suena México, sí señor.
Yo soy mexicano hasta la madre, hijo del cocho.
Soy del país que no se raja, papá.
Quiero pensar, pero no puedo, no. El ruido en la ciudad está consumiendo, wow. Quieren pensar, sin ni siquiera estar al mando. Tanta publicidad subliminal te está matando. Les cuesta decidir por sí mismos cuál es su mando. Publican sonrisas con el corazón llorando. Quieren brillar, pero sin tener que valerse de tener sus ideas propias. Los veo a todos igual, solo son la réplica de la imitación de una triste copia. Obedece, la vida es un suspiro y envejeces. Te dejas distraer por estupideces y pierdes el eje. Te duele por dentro, entonces te creces, pero aceptas mucho menos de lo que mereces. ¿Y quién te ha dicho a ti que no puedes pensar sobre lo que decís, sobre cómo actuar? Lucha por ser feliz sin a nadie dañar, y solo así podrás brillar. ¿Y quién te ha dicho a ti que no puedes pensar sobre lo que decís, sobre cómo actuar? Lucha por ser feliz sin a nadie dañar, y solo así podrás brillar. Conserva tu juicio y tu intuición, más activos que el que lucha por lo suyo y no se rinde. Yo ya sé bien cuál es mi misión, y es contarte que el mal por su propio pie pronto se extingue. No caigas bajo su control, pues por la televisión es normal que mal lo pinte. Tú mantente firme en conexión con la fuente de creación, vivirás siempre de fin de. Dios abre los ojos, dime lo que ves. A tus propios hijos matándose por billetes. Niños por cada 2 por 3. Pa' unos es bendición, con otros por su causa pequen. Y yo que intento ser un ser crístico, voy bendiciendo hasta los diablos. Piensan que es cierto el mensaje típico. Dicen que invento lo del engaño, y mientras lucho contra mis errores, demonios escucho, me ofrecen soluciones. Pero sé que hay un ángel que quiere que mejore. Me dice haz un trabajo interno antes de que lo ignores, antes que otra vez llores y se llenen los mares de pena y de dolores, ya que en mi mente no caben. La paz no va en un sobre, somos algo importante. Nunca te revelaste y por eso no lo sabes. ¿Y quién te ha dicho a ti que no puedes pensar sobre lo que decís, sobre cómo actuar? Lucha por ser feliz sin a nadie dañar, y solo así podrás brillar. ¿Y quién te ha dicho a ti que no puedes pensar sobre lo que decís, sobre cómo actuar? Lucha por ser feliz sin a nadie dañar, y solo así podrás brillar. Me desperté tan cansado, me sentía mal herido de todo lo que he pasado. No me quita lo aprendido, por dentro me he perdonado, pero casi no me olvido. Me desperté tan cansado, me sentía mal herido de todo lo que he pasado. No me quita lo aprendido, por dentro me he perdonado, pero casi no me olvido, no. Todos repiten lo que dice el referente. Discursos vacíos lejos de ser coherentes. De lo que no sabes será mejor que no inventes. Que investigues y no te dejes lavar la mente. ¿Y quién te ha dicho a ti que no puedes pensar sobre lo que decís, sobre cómo actuar? Lucha por ser feliz sin a nadie dañar, y solo así podrás brillar. ¿Y quién te ha dicho a ti que no puedes pensar sobre lo que decís, sobre cómo actuar? Lucha por ser feliz sin a nadie dañar, y solo así podrás brillar. Quiero pensar, pero no puedo, no. El ruido en la ciudad está consumiendo, wow.
Copyright disclaimer. This content does not belong to Bible Chronicles or claim this intellectual property. The content provided today has and always will belong to the content owner. Bible Chronicles does not have any affiliation with the owner of this property. As mentioned, Bible Chronicles did not intend to make use of any material for the purpose of harvesting gain. However, Title 17 of United States copyright law states material in use can only be done when it's for theological or general educational purposes, and thus Bible Chronicles believes that this principal material falls under fair use, which honors protection under Section 107 of the same U.S. copyright law.
Y Cal, hijo, abre los ojos. Y Cal, hijo, abre los ojos. Tu cuerpo se queda con nosotros, pero tu espíritu debe seguir. Busca la luz. Aléjate de las sombras. Deja que nuestro dolor sea tu fuerza. Desde aquí iluminamos tu camino. Lucha como nosotros ante esta pena tan grande. Yo soy tú. Tú eres yo. La muerte que hoy nos separa, mañana volverá a unirnos. Eres libre, hijo.
Hey, good morning, family. Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I hope y'all doing well. Let me see what's going on here. Oh, that's right. The number in the background. No wonder. I was like, what's going on with that, man? Shalom, shalom, shalom. Shalom, good morning to all you early birds, you early wake up callers, man. You morning fighters. You know what I'm saying? Shalom, shalom. I got my camera back on. I got it, I guess, fixed or whatever, however you want to call it. Excuse me. So, again, I'm not really accustomed to, putting my face out there. It's not like I really care for it much to really show what people, hey, look like it's what I look like. I don't know, but some people do ask for it. So I guess here you go again. Hey, I'm a human being and a human being too. You know what I'm saying? Hey, listen, I always show you guys this world here, right? I always show you guys this world because I find this, man, interesting. I just find it interesting. You know what I mean? The way it spins around. On the also the type of the fact that you could like magnify and really like dig deep in these particular areas that you really need to explore. You need to explore this map for family. For real. Yep, that's not the topic today though. All right. Check it. I was actually wondering about this. Shalom to everybody or whoever is not here. Hey, good morning, bro. Shalom, shalom, Julio. I wanted to bring this point up to you guys real quick. Listen, I don't know if this is correct, okay? But I keep finding information that I don't know, man. Like for example, the songs that I brought up, right? The one that talks about Mexico and the spirit of our people. also comes with the storytelling. You know what I'm saying? Like the storytelling. I know you guys have heard of the story of like Llorona, right? The curse of the Llorona. But you know, I kind of find that rather odd. This is a weeping woman. You know what I'm saying? And if you know the Bible, we have a weeping woman in the Bible too. Excuse me, let me fix this real quick. We have a weeping woman in the Bible. Yeah, we do. Okay, so the story is generations of Mexican children have grown up afraid. I was afraid of her. Yep. In Guadalajara, we have like, well, you know, again, it's different, guys, because over there you get to know the people in your block. You really get to know people over there. You get to know your neighbors. You get to know everybody. Technically, everybody should know you for the most part. And we're not talking about a small town, man. I was born in a city, okay, and we're talking about blocks after blocks of just families and children. Anyhow, we've got, you know, the little kids gathered together, man, and we tell each other stories. And then I came here when I was around 7 or 8, so keep that in mind, all right? So I do have a good memory of all these things. And yeah, they used to let us play in the street, something that people don't do here nowadays. Anyways, he would go around and telling, like, you know, myths or legends and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? One of them was La Llorona. It says a wailing woman whose misdeeds in life have left her spirit trapped on earth. Basically, the story is that she killed the kids, or drowned them. But you know, the more I learn about Israel, and I'm like, you know what? I don't believe this is so. I mean, even and technically, if you do read it, right? So let's go here real quick. Watch. Sorry about that. I don't know why they're texting me now. It's 5:49 in the morning, man. God, dude, I'm not ready yet. They want me to go to work already, family. All right, here we go. Where am I going? Oh, right, I wrote it down. Okay. Second Esdras. Let me start here. Second Esdras here. All right, I'm gonna show y'all something real quick. Second Esdras, chapter 10. And I read this story several times. All right, several times I read it. But then I just pondered on this thing, like, man, because I know I like scary movies, right? And I guess they've been bringing up some scary movies about La Llorona. And I watched a couple, and I'm like, eh. But then you read this, and it's like, check this out. Second Ezra chapter 10. I think you can go back to chapter 9, and it does. Go back to chapter 9 and continue to chapter 10, right? Then it says, then it goes, and I'm sorry, I don't have my glasses. And it so came to pass that when my son was entered into his wedding chamber, he fell down and died. All right, so here's a mother speaking, so to speak. Then we all overthrew the lights, and all my neighbors rose up to comfort me. So I took my rest on the second day at night. And it came to pass that when they had all left off to comfort me, to the end I might be quiet. Then rose I up by night and fled, and came thither into this field, as thou seest. All right, so the Llorona story is the same thing. She fled into the fields. All right, then it says, and I do now purpose not to return into the city, but here to stay, and neither to eat nor drink, but continually to mourn and fast until I die. So in Mexico, it is well known that the Llorona is like, you know, if you live in the city, you're kind of like, you hear this yelling, weeping woman, like, oh my God, la Llorona, la Llorona. You know what I mean? So you think like that. So just follow me with me. Follow me here, family. Then left I the meditation wherein I was, and spake to her in anger, saying, why? Because apparently this guy he must have heard her. Okay, so think about this. Let me go back to verse 4. And I do now purpose not to return into the city, but here to stay, and neither to eat nor drink, but to continually mourn and to fast and die. Hold on, let me go to verse 9 first, real quick. Hold up. Chapter 9. Hold up. All right, so she's speaking, and I nourished him, and after 30 years, she said unto me, and I said unto her, she said unto me. So when he grew up, Okay, so she's speaking here. I think that's the story. It goes way back. Anyways, we go to verse 10. All right. So then now let's just start off at verse 5. All right. Then it says, then left I the meditation wherein I was, and spake to her in anger, saying, thou foolish woman above all others, seest thou not our mourning and what happened unto us? Oh, so see, this right here, he's what he's actually saying, dude, I guess he's listening to this girl yelling and screaming about the baby, like, I'm sorry to make that sound, fam, but it's just, I can imagine the, like, just annoying, like, yo, shut up, right? But then left I the meditation wherein I was, verse 5, and spake to her in anger, saying, so I really see that, I mean, there's like, look, verse 4 to verse 5, it seems like just all of a sudden switches into him now. So I'm assuming now she's mourning again. And you can hear this girl. So he's like, thou foolish woman above all others, seeing thou not our mourning and what happened unto us? How that Zion, our mother, is full of all heaviness and much humbled, mourning very sore. Okay, keep that in mind. How that Zion, our mother, is full of all heaviness and much humbled, mourning very sore. And now, seeing we all mourn and are sad, we are all in heaviness. Thou art thou grieved for one son? For ask the earth, and she shall tell thee that it is she which ought to mourn for the fall of so many that grow upon her. Okay. So now we're reading this, and now he's telling us, he's scorning this chick, man. Like, yo, da 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 da, right? It's like you're over here dying for one, you're crying for one child. Israel's lost so many. What are you doing? Right? So let me skip here real quick. Verse. I don't want to read it. Oh, well, I guess I could. Give me a second. So let me just kind of explain. So let's just read it, man. Why not? Let's just read it. All right. And now seeing we all mourn and are sad, we are all in all heaviness, and art thou grieved for one son? For ask the earth, and she shall tell thee that it is she which ought to mourn for the fall of so many that grow upon her. Now, just so you guys know this, in case I do decide to skip, he doesn't realize that this woman that he's looking at is actually Zion. Okay? Just in case you guys haven't read this. Then it says here, but if thou sayest unto me, verse 12, my lamentation is not like the earth, because I have lost the fruit of my womb, which I brought forth with my pains, and bear my sorrows. But the earth not so, for the multitude present in it, according to the course of the earth, is gone as it came. You see, that's actually important, fam. Excuse me, I'm getting an itch here. That's important too, right there, because it says here, for the multitude present in it, according to the course of the earth, is gone as it came. That's telling you there's no such thing as overwhelming population, fam. That's total BS. Okay, there's no way. Bible says it often, like in Ecclesiastes 1. Then say I unto thee. Let me skip it because it's gonna keep going and going. All right, here we go. Let's see. Can it pass? Okay, here it goes right here. Let's start at verse 24. And therefore, so he's still speaking. Therefore, shake off thy great heaviness and put away the multitude of thy sorrows, that the mighty may be merciful unto thee again, and the highest shall give thee rest and ease from thy labor. And it came to pass that while I was talking with her, behold, her face upon a sudden shine exceedingly. Let me read it again. Behold, her face upon a sudden shine exceedingly, and her countenance glistered, so that I was afraid of her. You see this, fam? This is another point of colorism doctrine. It's right here showing her shine exceedingly. You couldn't even look at her countenance, fam, and muse what I might be. And behold, suddenly she made a great cry, very fearful, so that the earth shook, that shook at the noise of the woman. And I looked, and behold, the woman appeared to me no more, but there was a city builded, and a large place showed itself from the foundations, Then was I afraid and cried with a loud voice and said, where's Ariel the angel? Right? So now, if you really read the story here, think about it. They say that Llorona cries for her children. Which children? If I recall, man, I'm going to look into the story itself because it says here that to me, it just seems so similar. Why the weeping woman? It's the only story you ever hear in the world. The weeping woman coming out of Mexico. She's weeping for her children, regardless of how they died, right? I mean, well, technically, if you really think about it, I mean, the Most High did give us up into slavery because we fell off, right? It's not the same thing, but I just found it interesting, family. I was just thinking about this, like, man, it's too similar of a story. The weeping woman for her children, for Zion. The weeping woman, La Llorona, for her children. For you Mexicas, I guess I could say it like that. You know what I'm saying? That's why I played that song, because you know what? That song says a lot. Where are you? What is this? What's the name of the song? Matter of fact, what's the name of the song? I don't even remember the name of the song, fam. Yeah, let me give you the name. Give me a second. Give me a second. Oh man, I need some water. The name of the song is here. I'll show you guys.
Save more with Metro by T-Mobile. Get one line of unlimited 5G for just $40.
These guys right here. Slot cool, whatever. It's a really good message. It's a really cool message, man. You know what I'm saying? They're not trying to drugs or anything like that. They're just basically, pushing a message. Being proud of where they're from, who they are, what they, you know what I'm saying? And actually bringing memory to like a lot of the stuff they said. I'm like, man, that's so true. That's so true. Like, even though, like, for example, before I knew I was a so-called, like a Hebrew, right? Not a so-called, what the hell? I knew I was a Hebrew. You tell me I was Mexican, like, I'm proud of it. I was proud of my land. I was proud of being from Guadalajara. And then when you really think about that, the scriptures talk about that, right? What is it? Galatians 4:6? I think of Galatians 4:6. No, 4:26. It says, but Jerusalem, which is above all, is free, which is the mother of us all. So I can understand why us like raza, we're so attached to homeland. So La Llorona is dying for you Mexicas, right? That name itself isn't so bad. The connotation now above it all is really what destroyed it. At the end of the day, y'all are really Hebrews of the Bible. Well, a good portion of you, because a lot of you guys are, heathens and shit. So that sucks. It says here, for this Agar is Mount Sinai in Arabia, in answer to Jerusalem, which now is and is in the bondage with her children. You see what I'm saying? The weeping woman is not Mexico, y'all Mexicans in bondage. That's where my class is going. Oh, you guys thought I was just talking shells? No. Let's listen to this again. Pay attention to this message, fam. And I don't mean to push no rap music. I mean to listen to the message. Hopefully these guys don't block me. I don't know who they are. I did subscribe because I thought it was interesting. I can't find any other songs similar to this. Let's listen in. Watch this. But let me just put it up. No, actually, I know I'll leave it like this. Maybe this way they don't ban me. All right, hold up. Hey, let me scratch my nose, man. It's itchy. So I'm gonna block my face. Hold up. Oh yeah, by the way, this is basically about y'all today. About the so-called Mexicans. I forgot to tell you. Today is about the so-called raza. Today is it. Okay? That's why I call it illegal immigration. So I'm going to prove today the cause of it, maybe. and the effects, and why y'all need to stand strong, because the Lord is with you. Believe it or not. Let's go. Oh, another thing. You see those bochos right there, fam? Oh man, oh man, oh man. I'm gonna tell you this right now. I have a 71 Volkswagen, okay? A 1971 Volkswagen. Super Beetle. I'm gonna tell you this right now. Oh, praise to the Father. And one thing about Raza, the way we are, because I was born in Mexico, right? But when I say you Mexicans, when I have like I give credit to Mexicanos, I always say you, because I don't want to include myself in that. Not at all. Someone else wants to give me that credit, all praises. But like you, when I say something positive, you Mexicans. When I say something negative, we all are the same. All right, keep that in mind. But one thing about us is that we like cars. We have a few cars, right? Let's not. Come on, man. Let's be real. A lot of Mexicanos, like, we got cars, bro. They may not be classic cars, but we got cars. You know what I mean? One thing I know for a fact, in Mexico, they're called bochos. And this is one of my favorite cars. Now, we got a van, decent van. I mean, a used Lexus, you know what I'm saying? A CT200. It wasn't expensive, so it was worth it. And then we got a bocho here, right? Watch that one. Oh, man. There it goes right here. What? This one. So that gray one, kind of like that gray one, right? Those three cars, I prefer driving the 71 Volkswagen. I enjoy it. I rather drive that car than the other ones, man. I don't care about the Lex. I don't care about the van's for my family. But this is what reminds me. It reminded me of like how we are, and it's like there's a spirit within us that really, when you study the Bible, it allows you to really show like, wow, man, I can see myself in there, you know, because everything about the Bible is about us. I'm gonna show y'all right now. I'm gonna show about you so-called Mexicans, all right? Because I'm not gonna be one telling you, oh, you guys are the so-called tribe of no. Because we got well, first of all, I already proved that we mixed with so many nations and they mixed with us, right? And on top of that, that when the Europeans came, they were putting people in Mexico, in Central and South America. So we don't know who may be a real Canaanite or who may be a real Edomite or Ishmaelite or Moabite for that matter. So the only way that we can determine this is by the actions of the law. That's it. No more, no less. We teach, y'all get it, or you feel offended, or you don't feel offended. It's that simple. I don't sugarcoat shit, man. I'm going to tell you this right now. I'm too old for that crap. And one thing I'm not going to do is I'm not going to be intimidated by somebody that thinks they're louder than me or that may think I'm going to overcome you with intellectual words and shit. Look, listen, bro, I can talk to you street and we can go that route. Shit, we can even go like some legal aspects of things in life. But see, it doesn't matter to me. What I care about is if it's edifying, if it's going to help us, help me, help you, or you help me. Because then what's the point? We're just wasting time, man. Now, again, this class is about you so-called Mexicans. You're going to like this, I think. Pay attention to the words. Watch what it says, all right?
Que trabaja y no se cuaja ni por una paga baja. De esa tierra soy, donde crecen los nopales, donde millones de madres parieron a mis carnales, a mi gente pues, la de piel color canela, la que viste de guarache, de sombrero y de franela, la que canta, la que celebra la muerte, la que se rompe su madre con aquel que le haga frente. Soy de aquí, la tierra del maíz y del mezcal, del café no ya de barro y de la tortilla con sal, de la solidaridad, de la causa que lo merezca, donde un taquito hermano no falta quien te lo ofrezca. De esa tierra la del trueque y la cocoa, donde por los cielos vuela glorioso mi Quetzalcóatl. Tierra Santa, donde el oro no deslumbra, donde no todo se compra y la carencia no te espanta. Y es que dime cómo no quieres que ame tanto esta tierra, si aquí nacieron mis hijos y aquí me ha criado la abuela. Aquí gastó mis suelas desde que soy un enano. Es mi orgullo, mi paisano, haber nacido mexicano. Y hasta el día en que yo me muera, bendita será mi tierra, es mi hogar. Feliz de ver ondear esta bandera, feliz de haber nacido donde los mariachis tocan. Salucita, momento en el que nuestros vasos chocan.
México, tierra de arraigo, tradición.
You guys understand why I was showing this, right? And I'm not trying to promote some type of drug abuse or anything like that. But if you guys are silly enough to judge me based on the video, then peace. See you later. Listen, this channel is only here because Bible Chronicles is shut down, okay? My goal is to grow this channel, but if it don't grow, it don't grow, bro. And it is what it is, man. I'll be on a thin line when it's on Bible Chronicles. Anyways, there's a lot of messages involved in songs. Sometimes they're too much, sometimes they're not enough in saying in regards to, like, you know, good or bad. But anyhow, again, La Llorona. La Llorona. La Llorona, I believe, is the weeping woman in Second Esdras. But again, that's me. You know, what do I know, right? What do I know, man? What do I know? Anyhow, I want to show y'all something real quick. Let me see. I wrote this down. Make sure that I get this here. I'm gonna magnify this real quick. All right, here we go. I'm gonna start at Proverbs. Now we're gonna go get to class real quick, fam. Oh, that's right. Well, nah, I'm not gonna do that today. I'm not gonna do that today. Y'all gonna have to hear me out today. Let's go to Proverbs chapter 16, and verse 32. Keep this in mind, all right? So I'm gonna show you guys some things, and we gotta be mindful. It reads, "He that is slow to anger is better than the mighty." Here's my point. He that ruleth his spirit, right? It's kind of saying, he that ruleth his spirit, than he that taketh the city. So you're better off ruling or not. Let me rephrase that. What do you mean better off? It is imperative. It is important. It is like, let's put it this way. Without you ruling your spirit, there is no salvation. I know that's going to be a little bit confusing to y'all, but there is no salvation without ruling your spirit. Let me tuck this in. At all. Because if you think about that, if you think about the opposite of not ruling your spirit, what is it? You see, a lot of times we read the scripture like, oh my God, yeah, you know, we're going to rule our spirit. Okay, well, what the hell is not ruling your spirit? If you're not ruling your spirit, what are the consequences? What are the consequences? He that is slow to anger is better than the mighty. Yeah, that makes sense. BP, right here. Matter of fact, it goes with my message this morning. Luke 21:19. In your patience possess ye your souls. Right? So now you read, oh, man, what's going on, man? I'm getting bothered left and right. Leave me alone. Proverbs 16:30, it says, 16:31, 32, sorry. He that is slow to anger is better than the mighty. And he that ruleth his spirit is also better than he that taketh a city. So now you think about what that means. A huge city. Now, it doesn't limit the size of the city. It could mean 100,000 people, 10 million, 20 million. It could be a city. Shoot, I think San Diego has like 3 million. It's a city, maybe more. So think about all those minds in those cities, all the businesses in those cities, everything that technically functions in that city. It says here, he that ruleth his spirit is better than he that taketh a city. So what is ruling your spirit if you're not ruling it yourself? Here it goes. Blessed is the man that walketh not, Psalms 1:1. Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly. It's like a negative, positive type of deal, if you know math. Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of the sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. So it only makes sense that if you don't, let's go back, because even I forgot. See why? This is why I'm so repetitive. You got to be repetitive with the scriptures, fam. Here, right here. And he that ruleth his spirit, Psalms 16:32. So he that ruleth his spirit, right? If you rule your spirit, or if you're not ruling your spirit, then you're ungodly. You're a sinner. And you sit in the seat of scornfuls. Do you realize what that means? Do you know how many times we go out of order with our own spirit? We let our flesh get in the best of us. Watch this. This is why this is so important. This is milk right here, fam. Better write it down. Psalms 1 and 2. But his delight is in the law of the Lord, and his law doth he meditate day and night. So if somebody says, how often do you have to be reading the Bible, or, like once a day, how often? If somebody says to you, like, do you read the Bible every day? You should be able to remember this Psalms 1 and 2 and be like, yo, listen, man, I meditate in that thing day and night. Meaning I read it, I chew on it. I don't know what else. I sweat it. I sleep. I dream of it. It doesn't stop. I'm surrounded by it. It better be like that. Some people call it zeal. Jeremiah said no. Jeremiah did call it. He had no choice. Y'all be the testimony of that. Each one of us can determine if we really feel that way. What's the scripture? He's like enslaved now. He's enslaved to the Most High, man. It's an enjoyable slavery, to be honest with you. But his delight is in the law of the Lord. So, what does delight mean? Man, I delight, man. I delight to go to the church. No, son. You don't delight to go to no church. You should delight to keep the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. Why? Because there you go, meditating all day and night. Yeah, that's right. I almost forgot. I'll put my notes down here in my book, by the way. Here's the one that I'm talking about, fam. Watch this. Right here. See? There's like old note things. Okay. So I put my notes here, or I put them in the computer. And I don't have my glasses, and I keep saying that because I had them, and then now, whatever. Doesn't matter. Let's go to Romans 15:4. Keep this in mind, fam. Keep this in mind, okay? Keep this in mind. Let's go back to Proverbs 16:32 real quick before we forget. He that is slow to anger is better than he that is slow to anger is better than the mighty. And he that ruleth his spirit, another thing that actually what this means? Remember, we deal with principalities and powers, okay? We deal with individuals, but then they're dealing with principalities and powers as well. So if somebody attacks you,
it's usually the spirit that they got going on within themselves that may want to jump on you. It's kind of like I'm getting off topic here, but thank you, Father. I believe this is what you want me to explain. It's like this. Matthew 12:43. When the unclean spirit is gone out of the man, he walketh through dry places seeking rest and findeth none. So, like, for example, if you got an individual that's a wrathy, angry bastard, his spirit is like, let me see if I can go jump on that guy. Watch this. Then he saith, the spirit, I will return into my house from whence I came out. And when he is come, he findeth it empty, swept, and garnished. So I'm going to tell you this right now. That will return to, that's what they call seasons. That happened to the Messiah. And here, like, just like unclean, I experienced it. It was around, I'm telling you what, family. Matter of fact, I forgot to tell y'all this. I did forget to tell you guys. See, I was talking to a brother of mine yesterday. You know who I'm talking about. And I was like, man, you know, this moving and all that, I might not be able to do classes, whatever, this and that, you know. This whole thing has been pretty heavy, right? It's a big decision. And because it involves, like, you know, not just me, it involves 5 other people. And then my decision involves their decisions based on their children. I think that far ahead. I know that you guys probably think I don't. I do. Anyhow, so you know what? Let me like get up top. Let me not. I tend to do that, man. Let me go back to my point, okay? Because then I'll just end up forgetting about what I'm talking about. I'm getting older. Matthew 12:43. All right, so let's stick to the point. When the unclean spirit is gone out of the man, he walketh through dry places, seeking rest, and findeth none. Right? So we're talking about what? Somebody jumping in on you, right? Some spirit jumping on your mind, right? I was going to get into that story, but let's just stick to the point. Then he said, I will return into my house from whence I came out. And when he is come out, he find it empty, swept, and garnished. So my point here is that we all deal with particular spirits. A lot of other people, a lot of us walk around with unclean spirits, okay? You got to determine what you guys are, what yours is. That's why when you deal with other people, you got to be mindful of what you carry yourself. Because then that unclean spirit is going to say, you know what? I'm going to go through dry places seeking rest. And if he doesn't find any there, he's going to go somewhere else. But if he doesn't find any at all, verse 44, then he said, I will return into my house from whence I came out. That's why if you cannot do this, Proverbs 16:32. He that is slow to anger is better than the mighty, and he that ruleth his spirit than he that taketh the city. That's why the scriptures talk about get your house in order. Get yourself in order. Romans 15:4. It reads, For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning. So just like how our forefathers got their stuff in order, that we, through patience and comfort of the scriptures, might have hope. Because Romans 12:1, I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercy of God, that ye present your bodies. I'm sorry, that's not what I'm looking for. Was it Hebrews? I'm looking for Hebrews 12. Yep. Hebrews 12:1. It says, Wherefore, seeing we also are encompassed about with so great a cloud of witnesses. You see, our forefathers are looking down upon us too, in a sense. They're praying for us. That's why I play that video when I first start. Let us lay aside every weight. That's why when you're going through that tunnel, like, when I say that he's technically dead, right? If you think that not being in the truth is difficult, wait till you get in it. Because now you're dealing with new demons. You see, you're familiar with the other ones, even though they're painful. You can deal with it. Eventually, you get tired of them. But this flesh enjoys pain. It says, let us lay aside every weight and the sin which doth so easily beset us. Let us run with patience the race that is set before us. So, again, what's the point? Wherefore, seeing we also are encompassed about with such great of cloud of witnesses. Family, our gente sees everything that goes on. Everything, man. What's the scripture? Let's see. Hold on. Hold on a second. Here, First Thessalonians 5:21. Prove all things. My point here is this: hold fast that which is good. Hold on to what you got right now, family, because this is just the beginning. Check this out. This guy here. You know, is it this one? Hold on, all right. I did a video and this one was in it. Yeah, that's it. There's the video. So this guy here, I'm going to magnify it. This guy here, he's a reporter. I guess this was the last interview. Family, listen, Raza. There's no joke over there right now. People are killing themselves. And they're killing reporters. All because why? I mean, there's a lot of reasons why, you know what I'm saying? Man, let's just watch it. Hopefully if they start kind of trying to block me, I'm gonna have to in fact, I'll be back anyways, but let's watch it for like a minute or so.
Hola, buenas noches. Mi nombre es Margarito Martínez Esquivel, reportero gráfico independiente aquí en la ciudad de Tijuana, Baja California. Yo únicamente me he dedicado a la nota policíaca, accidentes, incendios, eventos de alto impacto en toda la periferia de Tijuana. Por las mañanas enciendo el radio, reviso los mensajes que se hicieron durante la madrugada para ver si hay situación relevante al momento. Homicidios, accidentes y todo eso, pues es peligroso porque siempre andas en la calle. Ese es uno. Otra, de que depende de la zona, la área donde entres a trabajar, porque te diré, yo he llegado a una colonia y está el homicidio ahí, ¿no? Es muy diferente porque pues yo he estado donde están los balazos, ¿no? Llegas y se oyen los balazos y oyes cómo pasan las balas, ¿no? ¡Piu! ¡Piu! Como chicotes, ¿no?
You realize, family, that it sounds like reporters that go to war, like they're at the I don't know what you call those guys, but that's what it sounds like. This is right next door to me. Let's go.
¿No? Pero te emociona el estar documentando todo lo que está pasando en el momento. No, yo soy los ojos de mucha gente. El estar ahí en primera fila y ver la situación real, lo que está aconteciendo, de lo que muchas autoridades no quieren ver, muchos políticos también ahorita que es días de campaña y todo eso, o sea, pues no, no lo ven. Pues las edades desafortunadamente oscilan entre los 18 a 25 años. O sea,
See that, family? You guys see that right there? See that again.
a veces desafortunadamente oscilan entre
The ages unfortunately range between 18 to 25. 18 to 25, fam. Hold fast to that which is good. Why? Here's why. Psalms 147:19. He showed his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel. Don't be fooled, fam. You're seeing judgment. He says it again. He had not dealt so with any nation, and as for his judgments, see, when it's italicized like that, it's because it means something. And as for his judgments, they have not known them. Oh, give me a second, fam. Hold on, right? I'm gonna let the video play. I think my dog needs to go outside. Give me a second.
O sea, jóvenes, sinceramente. Y llega la ambulancia y ya lo declaras sin vida, o sea, eso se te queda y como ser humano, pues tú sientes el dolor ajeno, ¿no? También. Entonces, ¿por qué? Porque yo también soy padre de familia, soy esposo, soy tío, o sea, que no hay palabras para describir un homicidio de una niña de 2, 3 años, o sea, ¿no? Porque el papá que iban a ejecutar se cubrió con ella, o sea, cruel totalmente, ¿no? Y entonces, pues uno no pierde la sensibilidad. Soy abuelo, soy padre, o sea, soy amigo, y todo lo que rodea como no ser humano, pues también, ¿no? Uno no puede decir, no, es que no me da miedo mi trabajo, no me asusta la muerte, no puedo decir eso, ¿no? Porque es lógico. Pues sus lugares turísticos aquí en Tijuana para pasear, disfrutar y salir. Uno puede salir tranquilo a disfrutar, a bailar, al cine, a la plaza, a comer a cualquier restaurante, a las playas, y andar a gusto con la familia, con los amigos, a disfrutar todo Tijuana. ¿Por qué? Porque es bonita Tijuana, dinámica, nunca duerme, eso sí. Pues bienvenidos a Tijuana.
Muchas gracias.
Well, see, this is the video that you guys got to see. Okay? Thank you for waiting, by the way. Appreciate y'all. Now I'm going to show you something real quick. Hold on. Watch this real quick.
Told them, hey,
Hold on, let me get this out the way. I really dislike commercials.
los voy a entregar algún día a todos. ¿Quién lo mató? ¿Quién lo mató?
Here in Tijuana, drugs are everywhere. Literally everywhere you go, there's a lady in the corner sells. The guy that you see standing there all day just smoking a cigarette, he sells. It's packed. It's like an infection. They kill people that owe money. They kill people that are selling where they're not supposed to. A lot of people died that I know this year. And it's sad because you get so used to killings. I'm so used to people just dying.
You guys hear that? He's so used to people just dying. You know, a lot of times, man, we sit here and we worry about a lot of different little shit, you know, about our life. And oh my God, life's so hard. Oh my God, bills got to be paid. Oh my God, look at this, man. Would you prefer this? You know what? I'm going to show you. This is funny. Let me show you this real quick. You guys may laugh, but may not. But you know what I'm saying? I don't care. I'm going to show you anyways. Because this ain't Bible Chronicles. Even though I do show it in the front, I'm reminding y'all that I am part of that. But this is technically my channel and I can talk shit. Oh, let me remind myself here. Sorry, family. Almost forgot. Hey, shalom, Julio. Did I shalom you this morning, bro? I don't even realize I did or not. Hey, you're probably at work already, huh? Anyways, there's a link right there. If any brother, if you Julio's still there or anyone else is in, you're welcome to come on board, bro. I don't know if you're here for peace or for war. Let me know first and foremost before we do anything. But right now it's more of a class about what are people going through. Unless you're here saying, you Mongols are not the Israelites. Well, technically, that would define us that we are, and that's how stupid you sound. But anyways, that's not the point. Today we're talking about death and how it pertains only to our people for some reason. Terrific, man. I'm an hour in already. I didn't want to be longer than an hour. I'll tell you what, fam. I'm going to go about another 10 minutes, and then I'll make it quick. And then tomorrow, because I'm going to do daily classes, I want to make sure that this channel is heard. Lord willing, the word gets passed. Okay? Let's continue.
I don't want to say it's a normal thing. The problem is saying it's a normal thing. We don't have enough ambulance. In a day, you have about 110 to 150 calls.
You see that, fam? You see this, what I'm saying? What happened to this, man? What happened to this right here? Deuteronomy 4:5. Behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments, even as the Lord my God commanded me, that ye should do so in the land whither ye go to possess it. Now you're gonna have some idiots to be like, why did you guys keep the laws again? Yeah. Shut up. I'll show you something. What happened to you, Hebrews, man? I mean, I know what happened. This right here happened. After 1492, they took the Bible away and didn't print it for us at all. For 500 years, fam. That's one point. Then they teach us their whole Christian compendium. Ave Maria, Credo. What else? Padre Nuestro. 10 Commandments. And that wicked ass Rosario. Yeah, I said it. This right here. Remember the scriptures. It says, Deuteronomy 4:5. Behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments, even as the Lord my God commanded me, that ye should do so in the land whither ye go to possess it. This is from the Scriptures Gazetteer of the Old and New regarding our people. The 10 tribes carried away. Second Ezra, chapter 13, 39 to 47, because that's true. One west. You left to read 40 to 45. Then say we went around Africa, and that can't make sense. That's why you only read from 40 to 45, but it's 39 to 47. Canaanite dummies. Anyways, here's go. I'll skip to real quick. They use circumcision. They use circumcision. They expected a Messiah. Many words connected with the celebration of their religious rites were obviously of Hebrew extraction. The resemblance which many of the ceremonies and rites of the Indians bear to the Jews. The similitude in which existed between the Indians and the Hebrew moral laws. The knowledge of the Mexican and Peruvian tradition supplied that the Indians possessed the history contained in the Pentateuch, the Mexican tradition of the Teomotzli or divine book of Toltecs, which I have another book that shows divine book of Moses, the famous migration from Aztlán, otherwise Asia, the trace of the U.S. history, Mexican paintings, number 13, the fringes. This right here, the famous migration. The famous migration. Watch this. Here, I think this is funny. You guys will like it.
Attention, choppers! Today's special is civil unrest. Let me say attention!
I used to like that character. Let me show you something real quick. I found this book. I bought it, and I never had read it. And one day it was wet because we're moving. And then I ended up opening it, and I realized, oh, look. I'll show you my love for Volkswagens. See, I like these cars, fam. This isn't my car. I took pictures of it. One day, hopefully I would, one day, that's my ride right there. And it was not expensive, but little by little, I kept fixing it. This right here, man, that's a beauty. Look at that. See, we all got taste in things. See, you don't know somebody until you know somebody, family. I'm not a materialistic man, I'm sorry. Not at all. If the Most High blesses me with more wealth, even praise, all praises. We're going to read regarding number 9, the famous migration from Aztlán to otherwise Asia. Okay? Watch this. This is from the Jesuits and the Incas. The extraordinary life of Padre Blas Valera. So he's the one that claimed that we're not the people of the Bible, right? You guys are not the Israelites. You guys are not the 10 tribes. Look at what his stupidity does. It says here. This is on page 95. I'll read on the bottom. Valera vehemently rejected the notion that the American Indians were the descendants of the lost tribes of Israel, a common theory in the 16th century, right? Hold on, page 96. In the few sections that remain of Valera's work on this subject, he apparently speculated that the people of the Americas originated from the ancient Chaldeans. What? Hold on, let me read it again. He didn't believe that we're the people of the book, right? Or the 10 tribes. But then he says, you guys came from the Chaldeans. Really? Who once lived in the plain of Sanaar in the Persian Gulf. The chronicler wrote that the religion of the natives, Greater Florida, in the Caribbean Islands was derived from the practice of the Chaldeans. We continue going on, and he's like, likewise, he claimed that here, I'm going right here. Likewise, he claimed that the faith of the first Peruvians were molded on that of the Chaldeans. Again, the Chaldeans were renowned in the biblical history for founding the city of Ur, the Ur of the Chaldees, from whence came Abraham. Excuse me. That's right. Abraham, the father of who? The Hebrews. Yeah, hey, listen, I'll do what I want. Y'all can make fun of that shit. I don't care. Anyhow, they were believed to have descended directly from Noah, and they became famous as learned astrologers, priests, and magicians, the Magi's. So the Magi's were related to Abraham. What? No, I'm not going to do that. By linking the ancient Peruvians to the Chaldeans, Valera was basically placing the people of the New World into the framework of the biblical history. What a stupid ass. Valera considered the Chaldeans to be the ultimate ancestors of the people of Peru, Greater Florida. Now, I know that you guys don't, we don't toy around with DNA, but I showed you guys mine because I took it, and it shows that I come from the Mesopotamians. It actually kind of shows that we migrated that way. Anyways, the root to Aztlan, right? Why am I saying that? Because here's why I'm gonna show you something. Hold on, here it goes right here.
Attention, choppers! Today's special is civil unrest. Let me tell you something!
I just think it's funny, man. I'm gonna keep using it. I don't give a shit if you guys don't like it. Hey, don't watch my channel. Move on. Here, what am I looking at? Oh, this is from the works of Josephus. Ah, that's right. Here it goes. Look, this is it. This chapter 4, I think. Chapter 4, line 5. These inhabited from the Kofin and Indian River and part of Asia adjoining to it. And this shall be suffice concerning the sons of Shem. Wow. If I cannot find it here, fam. Here, wait, hold up. That's not it. Oh, yep. I kept it. Oh, well. It was my notes anyhow. Here, that's not it. Let me show you here. Where are you? Yeah, let me see if I'm finding it here. Do I have it? Do I have it here? Here it goes right here. Watch this. This is from the description of the Indies. Okay, 1620. It's a big book, and it's numbered like 1500. Okay. It says Ezra says that at the close of this extended journey, they colonized and lived, meaning the 10 tribes, lived in that region, which is called Arsareth. That very learned author Genebrad in book 1 of his chronology states that Arsareth is the extreme point of Great Tartary or Scythia, or by Russia. That it is a cape or promontory. Promontory, which is the boundaries or landmark dividing the old world, Russia, from the new, meaning Alaska, above the Straits of Anian, which is why when you guys watch the archery class, you'll understand what that means. And near which they crossed from that country to New Spain, so that they could have gone by that route or by India and China, since there, in the region of Cathay, the people inhabiting that country kept the Old Testament and laws of Moses. What? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, yeah. And I got this another one, too. If you guys don't like that one. Let me see. This turn on? Are you on, bro? What's going on? Yeah, this one. Oh, no. You're not on? Are you on? I guess you're not on. Oh, I know why. No, dude. It shouldn't even be that way. Oh, that's right. Here it goes, fam. You see, I'm well protected now. Anybody want to mess with me, man? I got some guns here, bro. Anyways, it says here, straight to Manian, so that they could have gone by that route. Hold on, let me go skip here. Laws of Moses all day through many superstitions besides. This is a full and sufficient proof that members of the 10 tribes passed through there and settled there, since it is clear from their observation of the law, and from there they could easily cross the straits or channels which lie between China and the kingdom of Anian, as many have seen on the globes of the maps. Or from the kingdom of Anian, they went on exploring and colonizing those countries of the New World, never before seen or settled by human beings, frijoles. That's why, family, when you read that particular part, about hold on, where are you at? Here. Number 9. The famous migration from Aslan, otherwise Asia. So when people try to tell you guys, yeah, Mongolians. Well, technically, excuse me. Technically, we are, because that covers all that region. Don't be fooled by words. They're nothing. I'll tell you one thing. Look at number 13, the fringes which the Mexicans wore. But again, my question is, what the F happened to y'all? And now we're back to this. This is the reality, though. This is the sad reality.
Last week, we found 5 persons in an auto body shop. A week before, in the house, we found another 5. We have a lot of work. That is your day here in the Cruz Roja Tijuana.
No, Pam, just even listening to this makes my stomach sick. Honestly. Ugh. I don't know if you guys can tell, but maybe it's the tea. I don't know. One of the two. I doubt it's the tea.
The calls that we have for the gunshot wound injuries, the number.
So I ask you, fam. Behold, Deuteronomy 4:5. I have taught you statutes and judgment, even as the Lord my God commanded me, that ye shall do so in the land whither ye go to possess it. Keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations, which shall hear of these statutes and say, surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people. That doesn't seem like it, does it? Then it says, Deuteronomy 7:6-7, and thou shalt teach them diligently unto thy children. Instead of that, we're teaching them to fucking, excuse my language, kill us. And thou shalt talk of them when thou sittest in thine house, and when thou walkest by thy way, and when thou liest down, and when thou risest up. Instead, the guy said, dude, killing is like natural here. Natural, he said. And thou shalt bind them. Yeah, the laws, not people. Deuteronomy 7:6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself above all people that are upon the face of the earth. And you know what, you guys, this is such a hard pill to swallow. You guys don't believe it. But if the Bible says that, that we're the lowest of the totem pole, man, something I'd be like, yeah, that's true. Look at us. Look how we live. Yeah, exactly. I already showed y'all. I already showed y'all what he gave us. Before he gave us judgments, though, he gave us laws and statutes. Psalms 147:19, he showed his word unto Jacob, his statutes, and his judgments unto Israel. He had not dealt so with any nation. And as for his judgments, they have not known them, praise ye the Lord. Neither have they known the laws of God, or the statutes of God. Why do you think I brought out that other page? Sometimes, man, it's hard to really be easy on some of you Christians that I know. or even some of you brothers that I talk to, you guys may think that I'm like an a-hole and shit, you know? And fam, let me get this right. Obviously, there's no one that would actually continue talking to you if they think you're an asshole. I think it makes sense. But the brothers that I do continue to talk to, I don't really have no reason to be an a-hole if they're doing what the Bible is saying to do. It's that simple. Because I know what this means here. I know what this is. And we're watching it right now. I don't know how you guys feel about it, but it pains the shit out of me. Daniel 9:12, it says, and he had confirmed his words, which he spake against us and against our judges that judge us, by bringing upon us a great evil. For under the whole heaven had not been done as had been done upon Jerusalem. Nobody's dying like we are dying, fam. We're dying from war, from drugs, from disease. What else? We're dying spiritually, emotionally, being drained. I'm telling you, fam, this is no joke. Watch. Look at this. This doesn't stop. This doesn't stop.
Number are increasing. No matter what happened, no matter who is the person, he's a person. And I don't care if he do bad things or really good things. He's a person I need to help.
And it's so easy with the cops, you know, you'll kill somebody, boom, you run and hide, and they just label him as an addict, and that's it. They'll just send you to the morgue, the CEMEFO, which is the ones that pick up the dead people.
Es mucha la cantidad de cadáveres que se ven el día a día aquí. No siempre se identifica el cadáver. Tenemos unos libros donde tienen fotos.
You see, fam? You see what I mean? I'm going to take you guys somewhere real quick. And then I'm going to finish it off because it's an hour and 28 minutes. I'm going to do an hour and a half today, and then tomorrow I'll try to keep it an hour. I'll continue the class tomorrow, though. Don't forget. Don't think I won't. Let's go to Genesis 4 and 3. Genesis 4 says here. It says, and in the process of time, it came to pass that Cain brought of the fruit of the ground an offering unto the Lord, and Abel he also brought, excuse me, of the fruit of the firstling of his flock, and of the fat thereof. And the Lord had respect unto Abel and to his offering, but unto Cain and his offering he had not respect. And Cain was very wroth, and his countenance fell. Let me see how far. Yeah, okay, cool. And the Lord said unto Cain, why art thou wroth? Why is that countenance fallen? If thou do it well, thou shalt not be accepted. And if thou do it not well, sin lieth at the door. You see, fam, how you're supposed to rule your spirit? Just move on, man. Okay, fine. Change your spirit. But it didn't happen. And unto thee shall be his desire, and thou shalt rule over him. And Cain talked with Abel his brother, and it came to pass when they were in the field that Cain rose up against Abel his brother and slew him. Damn. And the Lord said unto Cain, where is Abel thy brother? And he said, I know not. Am I my brother's keeper? Damn. It's like saying, what the F do I know, man? What am I got him in my pocket? I'm his little bitch? I'm his dog or something? Isn't that what we're doing, fam? John 8:44 reads, ye are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father ye will do for drugs, for sex, just you'll murder and kill your own people for that, then they're not even your people then. You're of your father. He was a murderer from the beginning and abode not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. When he spaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it. So fam, keep in mind that some of these people that may look like you, may look like me, they're not our people. Those are facts. I don't know if you guys feel emotional about it. Oh well. Oh well. Anyways, yep, that's all I got. We're gonna start again tomorrow. I'll do another one like the other channels, like the other channel fam. I'm gonna do a daily one, okay? And I'll do it on the weekends. I'm gonna move it around. On the other one, more structured. This one, I'm gonna structure the blueprint, but I'm gonna kind of jump around in regards to the class within. All right, it's kind of like being able to play within your square. You know what I'm saying? Anyhow, when you get a chance, let's see. All right, cool. Sounds good, fam. Oh, I forgot this. I'll show you this tomorrow. Okay. Don't think that I'm not gonna show you this tomorrow because I got 3 videos to show you. Other than that, my family, give me a second. Unless anybody got something to say. Anybody? Anyone? Do y'all like my new haircut? I'm kidding, man. It's funny shit. Anybody got anything to say? Because there's so many of you watching, man. I mean, God, come on, man. You know what I mean? Like, I got. There's so many questions. Hold up a second. I'm just joking. If not, peace and blessings to all of y'all. Lord willing, y'all do well. Hey, man, seriously, fam, stay in the spirit, man. Stay in the spirit. That's what I do. Every day, fight. Fight, fight, fight. All right? Let me see if I can get this right this time. Because I didn't get it right last time. Let's see. Here it goes. Peace. Shalom.
Ical, hijo, abre los ojos. Tu cuerpo se queda con nosotros, pero tu espíritu debe seguir. Busca la luz. Aléjate de las sombras. Deja que nuestro dolor sea tu fuerza. Desde aquí iluminamos tu camino. Lucha como nosotros ante esta pena tan grande. Yo soy tú. Tú eres yo. La muerte que hoy nos separa, mañana volverá a unirnos. Eres libre, hijo.